was just a girl.
We're like diamonds in the sky. Yeah, yeah, except for me.
Cause it's always a good time.
Jadi di sini saya akan menjawab pertanyaan pertama dari kelompok 2, yaitu yang ini, di mana the role of organic matter in soil health dibagi menjadi 3 bagian. Yang pertama ada carbon and energy storage. Organic matter or OM provides a source of carbon and energy for soil microbes. Yang kedua ada microbial activity. Increased microbial activity produces a natural adhesive that binds soil particles. Dan yang terakhir itu ada soil structure. This process stable soil aggregates, improving aeration and water infiltration. Terus ada juga benefits of organic material for soil, manfaat bahan organik itu sendiri. Yaitu organic matter is a key indicator for soil health. Soil organic carbon play a vital role in soil biology, chemistry, and physics, such as providing microbial nutrition, pH change, and structural stabilization. Jadi kesimpulan dari jawaban tersebut adalah bahan organik atau OM memiliki peran dalam sistem pertanian berkelanjutan karena menyediakan sumber karbon dan energi bagi mikroba tanah. Nah, peningkatan aktivitas mikroba menghasilkan perekat alami seperti polisakarida dan pipa jamur yang membantu merekatkan partikel-partikel tanah. Proses pelekatan ini membentuk agregat tanah yang stabil sehingga dapat memperbaiki struktur tanah, meningkatkan aerasi dan mempengaruhi atau mempermudah infiltrasi air. Jadi semua hal tersebut sangat penting bagi pertumbuhan akar dan ekosistem tanah yang berkelanjutan.
Fertilizer, especially chemical fertilizer, and still the main factor determining crop yields for farmers. Excessive use and high price complicate this situation. What's the solution? My answer: to address the problem of dependence on and adverse impacts of chemical fertilizer characterized by excessive use and high price. The best solution is to adopt an integrated nutrients management or ENM approach. ENM combines the use of organic fertilizer such as compost and manure, biofertilizer containing beneficial microbes, and the prices. Application of chemical fertilizer based on soil test result. This strategy significantly reduces farmers' dependence of chemical fertilizers, lower operational costs, and minimize environmental degradation while still ensuring optimal crop yields. Journal excerpt: this biofertilizer can provide long-term nutrients and can serve as a medium for soil microbial growth. The use of biofertilizer can also function as soil amendments. Biofertilizer can alter the microbial composition in the soil and increase the number of bacteria that are beneficial to plants, improving soil quality and increasing yields. Biofertilizer can also be used as best fertilizer, which are combined with inorganic fertilizer. This is based on the knowledge that inorganic fertilizer have the set vintage of a limited nutrient supply period and negative environmental impact if used excessively and over the long term. The hallmark of biofertilizer is their dominant organic content. This also allows biofertilizer to be used as soil amendments. Plant nutrient requirements are largely determined by soil type, soil water content, soil pH, and soil CAC. Menzel, 2005. Biofertilizer, the secret to fertile soil and bountiful harvest. Biofertilizer is a smart solution for modern and sustainable agriculture. It is not just any fertilizer but a super soil conditioner because it works by revitalizing and multiplying the beneficial microbes in your soil. Think of you biofertilizer as vitamins for the soil, directly improving its quality and fertility. With healthier soil, plants will grow optimal, and the result, your crop production is guaranteed to increase. These unique qualities make biofertilizer the best investment for a more efficient and environmental friendly agricultural. Forget worries about the heck cause of chemical fertilizer and their negative impacts on the environment. It's time to switch to biofertilizer. The main advantage is clear. Biofertilizer are a long-term investment that makes your soil work smarter. With their high organic carbon contents, biofertilizer not only feed plants but also improve the home in which they grow. This means nutrients are available for longer, so you don't have to constantly buy chemical fertilizer. In short, biofertilizer promise optimal yields, lower production costs, and most importantly, preserves our planet. They are the best choice for farmers who want to be successful, efficient, and responsible.
So here is my part, dan saya akan menjelaskan terkait dengan distribusi air in the soil. List and explain the main factor that influence water distribution in the soil. Water distribution in the soil is influenced by several main interacting factors. The main factors are soil texture, soil structure, and organic matter. The first is texture. Soil texture. Soil that contain more sand will have large pores, allowing water to move more quickly for the soil, and then they want to be able to hold water, and then this texture is also related to porosity and permeabilitas in the soil. Jadi semakin tinggi permeabilitas, maka semakin tinggi juga porositas. Karena permeability is how the soil allow water to pass through. And then yang kedua, the second is soil structure. Soil structure aggregation or the formation of soil clumps plays an important role in forming microscopic channel in the soil, which allow water to move and infiltrate. Soil with good structure, namely stable aggregation, tend to have more connected pores and are more efficient at draining water. While soil that are compact or lack good aggregate can experience reduced infiltration capacity. So in the agriculture, especially in the soil science, soil non-tillage better than soil tillage, cause menyebabkan kompaksi akibat akibat teknologi pertanian seperti traktor dan lain sebagainya. Oke, lanjut. The last is organic matter. Organic matter act like a sponge, absorbing and retaining water. Furthermore, organic matter increase the soil water retention capacity dan membantu from more stable soil aggregation. Soil rich in organic matter is also better able to retain kelembaban gitu dan meningkatkan air infiltrasi, which is important for preventing erosion and maintaining water availability for plants. Therefore, organic matter is important for improving soil physics properties. Jadi secara keseluruhan ketiga faktor utama ini sangat mempengaruhi distribusi air yang ada di dalam distribusi air di dalam tanah. Yang kita tahu di ilmu tanah itu semakin tinggi permeabilitas, maka semakin tinggi porositas yang dipengaruhi oleh partikel penyusun tanah itu sendiri.